Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn September 16, 2022. You may find yourself putting other people's needs in front of your own. Remember that there is an important balance between being selfish and selfless. Don't sacrifice yourself in order to be a servant of others. At the same time, it is important that you don't think only of yourself without considering how your actions will affect the people around you. More commonly, you are apt to swing toward the former, especially today. This will only lead to resentment of others and depletion of your own emotional and physical resources. You're likely to be looking and feeling beautiful and sexy today, and you're also likely to be feeling your oats, as today you are particularly aware of your own inner power. If you've been thinking about asking for a raise, do it today. If you've been hoping for a romantic getaway, this is the day to plan it. Whatever you start today is likely to be successful more because of your own determination than anything else. This is a good time to express your creative energy. You could be involved with a group project that requires your input. Don't keep all of your best ideas to yourself. Work together with others to innovate and to invent. If you can focus on the good of the team, communicating in an open way, a spirit of happy collaboration can be found. You'll enjoy this team atmosphere. The weightiness of the past few days seems to be lifting, and you will find that there is a slight breeze building up that will help to fuel your fire. By having built a solid foundation, you have created a reliable launching pad from which to take off. Communicate what you have learned with others. Allow your opinion to be heard. A great deal of useful information will be exchanged. In your private life, you feel like you're walking through a minefield. One false move and there will be an explosion. This will really put you to the test. Don't let others blame you for everything, sometimes they are at fault too. Remember to be open for other points of view when it comes to solving problems. Reconciling both is a difficult, but not impossible task. Channel your energy into something fun, even if it's a complete waste of time. You've got a can-do attitude and an amazing amount of get up and go. But that doesn't mean you need to be productive, right? If a lot of new things happen and not all appear positive at first, be prepared for subsequent surprises. Accepting disruption or changes in your love life, you approach matters in a self-assured and positive way, even if it does not follow your ideal plan. Allow for plenty of improvement and progress in your love life. It may be hard to keep things balanced and peaceful when you have got a war brewing within yourself. You may find that your emotions are strongly charged today and that you have a great deal of energy that needs to be released. Feel free to share your concerns with others before this energy comes out in the form of an accident or argument. Today is a good day to let things out in the company of friends. Don't get upset or undertake action through force, but rather step back and get some perspective. The current vibrations are recommending that you bring what is far apart together and separate what is close. This period is going to be wonderful. You'll meet some nice people and have some convivial moments. It will even lead you to making some new contacts. At work, you will be confronted by a dilemma. You will either want to get more involved at work and sacrifice your personal life, or you will be more available to your family and friends and lose contact with the people who make the decisions in your company. You will have to let your intuition guide your choice. Try not to be too rigid in your attitude right now. Sometimes you can be a little stubborn. Once you've made up your mind about something, it can be very hard to sway you. But today you'll have greater success if you can be more flexible. A friend could be trying to offer you some suggestions. Keep an open mind, because their advice could be helpful. Our eyes in the sky. The Taurus moon connects with Venus, Uranus, and the Sun today, which could cause your ego to take a hit. Try not to let unexpected news or encounters diminish your confidence or energy level. Early in the afternoon, the moon in a gentle space puts us in the mood to communicate with our allies. By discussing your issues with friends, you'll have an opportunity to heal a bit and gain a fresh perspective on your current situation. Don't underestimate the power of conversation today. A good chat will do wonders for your balance and mental clarity. This will be especially important as the day continues. Hold on to any wise advice you receive today. Her party is wrong. This date saw the dismantling of stable structures that were keeping us locked in fear-based patterns. We may be under the impression that we can restore order in our lives by creating a new ethical rulebook to live by. However, if we do, we will fall back into the same annoying hang-ups as before, because freedom and expansion are not procedural in nature. If we want our lives to look different, we can't continue to do things the same way and expect different results. Emotions might become stronger, and issues you thought you'd made peace with might re-emerge, undoing the emotional processing you went through during the day. Take extra steps to remain positive and grounded, because a minor aspect between the Moon and Mercury could cloud your judgment and have a negative effect on your self-worth. If you feel yourself backsliding to an emotionally unbalanced place, don't be afraid to pick up the phone and talk things out with a friend. In the pre-dawn hours, the Moon trines Venus, causing us to appreciate the finer things in life. The Taurus Moon engages our sensual appetites, while Venus in Virgo gives us a discerning eye for quality. Although this is a relaxing influence in our relationships, it is also likely one where we scrutinize our company. This is also a time where we can find a practical outlet for our creativity, whether through art, music, or working with fabrics, beauty supplies, or clay. Many of us will be asleep at this hour, and our dreams can be a good place to mine inspiration for artistic projects in waking life. Later in the morning, Mars in Gemini squares off with retrograde Juno, the asteroid of fidelity, in Pisces. At this time, our desires may be at cross purposes with our relationship or work contracts. And yet, we may aggressively want to maintain our partnerships, because we see them as fulfilling a specific need in our lives, perhaps enabling us to experience deeper compassion or spiritual cognizance. It is certainly not impossible to maintain a relationship contract, or even to begin a new one now. However, there will be obstacles to our success because our energy levels are not optimal, and the timing of situations may be comically bad. We could be busy with our careers. One person may become attracted just as another loses interest. A physical relationship may not be able to be consummated. Clashes of wills must be navigated. Because Mars is soon set to station retrograde, and Juno will station direct later in the year, this is the first of their two squares. The second pass will be on December 8th with Mars retrograde and Juno direct. Compare events that occur around these dates to draw personal parallels.